They shared it to the group. It won't work. So Grand Rising, everybody. Thanks for jumping on. Um, Wherever you're seeing this from, do us a favor and drop that city and state. Now it's going to be a little loud. I can't help it because you're at an event, but I want to take out some time to share some information with y'all. So for those of you who are going to hang on and probably watch the replay, maybe listen a little closer, turn your volume up, um, then this is going to be for you. For those of you who are just, kind of iffy, not really sure about what you want to do, we get it as well. Once again, guys, you jump on, do us a favor, drop your city and state, like the video, share the video, whatever platform you're doing from. If you are not subscribed to us on our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is the blank spot. And if you're not following us on our Facebook, you just happen to see this, make sure you follow us on our Facebook. It's the blank spot as well. Um, so this is the blank spot. We're a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier. Guys, like I said, you're gonna hear some noise in the background. People are actually out here vending and selling their products, advertising and marketing their products. And that's kind of what this is about, all right? Um, recently, we've had a lot of people, and I'm talking about more than 50, reach out to us via email or reach out to us via Facebook comments or just, trying to comment on our posts saying that they're ready to get started. They're ready to get started, whether it's making t-shirts as a hobby or they're ready to get started, in the t-shirt business. First thing I want to share with you guys is this. There's a difference between making t-shirts and starting a t-shirt business. I don't know what information you guys are watching or who you're following, but a lot of these content creators are giving you false hope and misdirection and misguidance. So let me be clear right now. There's a huge difference, once again, between making t-shirts and starting a t-shirt business. One huge difference is one is attempting to make a profit and one is just a hobby. Okay. One has tax benefits and one does not. Both can save and make you money. However, there's a difference. There's a lot of people who are looking at, um, I want the blueprint. As a matter of fact, that's something that's real common for content creators and people who are marketing their business. If they're selling classes, they market that idea that they're going to sell you the blueprint. Well, I'm going to explain to you, for those of you who don't really understand, I'm going to explain to you and break this thing down to you what a blueprint is. If I'm building a house, I need a blueprint. That means I need to have designs from the ground up on how to build it, starting with the foundation. Now, I can have two identical houses built from the same blueprint, but there's still going to be something that could be missed in that blueprint. No two houses are going to be designed uh, or actually furnished the same. They could be designed the same from start to finish, but you may have one house that may have a piece of 2x4 that is very clean and straight, and then you may have one that's kind of crooked. You have to kind of bend it. The thing that you got to understand is that both houses will not have the same interior design, and that's a lot that a lot of people have to understand. The thing that people have to understand about a business, people can tell you what they did, and they can sell you on the idea that they're going to give you the blueprint or they're going to sell you the blueprint, but you still have to do the work. There is no blueprint to success. The blueprint to success is actually getting off your hind parts and actually taking advantage of different opportunities like this video, getting information, doing your own research, doing your market research, doing the work. That's the blueprint to success. And it may not happen overnight. It may not happen overnight. It may not ever happen to the degree that you want it to happen. But for those of you who reached out via email, via messenger, via comments saying, hey, I'm ready to get started with my business or I want to start making t-shirts, we're going to have a webinar. Okay. And there's going to be a free webinar that's going to talk about how to get started making t-shirts and or how to start a t-shirt business. Now, there's going to be some people that's going to sign up for the class. There's going to be some people that signs up for the free information because people like free and they're not going to show up. We don't want those people. Okay. If we're investing our time to give free information, then we want people who are going to show up. We don't want people who are just going to clog up a seat or take a seat from somebody. Okay. We don't want that. So if you're not sure about showing up, then don't sign up. Um, you can take time to take this video and you can comment webinar. comment webinar on this video, and I'll get back with you. I'm not going to just freely get the information out. I'm only going to give it to people who ask for it. Okay? But the event is going to take place on Tuesday, November the 11th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, when I talk about this idea of a blueprint, I want to get back to that. When I talk about this idea of a blueprint, I want you guys to understand something. That is nothing more than a marketing tactic. Okay? That's nothing more than somebody's trying to sell you something that they have. And there's nothing wrong with that. The only issue, and it's not a scam, it's not anything derogatory or negative about it. The only problem is if you fall for that because you're looking for something fast, quick, and in a hurry. 9 times out of 10, if somebody tells you something and sells you something, and they give you a specific instruction on how to do something from point A to Z, or from 1 to 10, then most people are not going to do it anyway. Another thing I want to talk to you about this blueprint is this. We talk about making t-shirts. I can show you how to design online. You can learn how to do dance steps online. But the one thing that you cannot do is you cannot learn how to press t-shirts online. I'm going to say that again because I said what I said. Nobody can teach you how to press t-shirts online. Okay? You're going to have to get you a heat press. You're going to have to get you some t-shirts. You're going to have to get some designs. You're going to have to physically press on your own to feel how it's going to work. Temperature, pressure, time, that matters. There's different t-shirts, different designs, all types of different things that you're going to have to deal with, okay? So you got to understand that. Nobody can teach you how to press a t-shirt online. That's something physical. For all the people who say that they need in-person instructions, all the people that say, hey, I got to be sitting in front of somebody, don't let people sell you something that you can't use. Nobody is going to be able to show you how to press a t-shirt and make it work online. That is a physical action. You're going to need to understand the temperature, the time, and the pressure. Depending on the type of transfer that you have, it's going to be different temperatures, different times, and different pressures. Depending on the type of transfer that you have, it may be a whole lot of different variations, okay? But I'm tired of hearing people say, hey, you know what? This person scammed me. This person, didn't do what they said they were going to do. Nah, you scammed yourself because you're looking for the easy way out. If you're somebody out there that think that they're ready to get to the next level, you want to get started with the t-shirt business, once again, comment webinar, okay? Comment webinar. All right, and I'll send you the link. I'm not going to just put it out there. Absolutely. I can't see all the comments. Grand Rising Octavius, thanks for jumping on. Steve said he got his email already. Silky, how you doing? Octavius, yep, that is true. Thanks for jumping on. And we got Don. Thanks for jumping on, okay? So, guys, we're out here in Augusta at the Food Fest. And I want to take out some time to share this information with you. There's too many people out there who are doing things because they are wanting to get something fast, and they also want to get it for free. At some point in time, you're going to have to stop talking about how much does this cost and ask yourself, how much is it worth to invest in myself? I always say this. You may have not heard me say it before, but I always say this. The best investment that anybody can make is in themselves, unless they're a bad person. So before you sit there and say, hey, why is somebody charging me for information? Why is somebody charging me for X, Y, and Z? Information is free. You're paying for the experience that that person has behind it. You're paying for somebody's time. And if I'm going to give and offer something to somebody for free, I understand things happen. But if we're going to offer this thing to you for free, we want you guys to show up. Now, everything's not going to always be free. So take advantage of the things that are free. I see you, Doreen. I'll be responding after the live. I want you guys to think about something. If you are ready to get started making t-shirts, the conversation is going to be totally different than the conversation that talks about starting a t-shirt business. Okay? Because it's more than just making t-shirts. And it's more than just making money. There's organization, there's structure, there's disciplines, there's things that you're going to want to put in place. Every state has its own laws and rules. Every city is going to have its own, things that you're going to have to do in your city. So those are things we're going to talk about on the webinar on Tuesday night. I look forward to seeing people there. I need you guys to like this video and share this video. Now, the seating is limited, okay? But like the video and share the video. We're going to have probably about 50 seats available. I don't think 50 people are going to show up because when you start talking about structured things, it don't seem like it's fun anymore, and people start running away. The other thing I want to share with you guys is this: take a chance on yourself. Stop sitting paralyzed, waiting for everybody to do everything for you. Stop sitting paralyzed, saying that, hey, you know what? I need in-person help. I need this. I need that. You're at a job right now. 9 times out of 10, you got a job. And I guarantee you that job is not training you. I guarantee you that job did not tell you exactly what to do. You went back to that job every day until you got what you needed or got what you wanted. It's the same thing about doing something for yourself. So if you love yourself, do something for yourself. All right? That's all I got to say, man. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is probably applied knowledge. I'll see each and every one of you guys at the top. Hopefully you'll be at that webinar. It's free because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.